he was in the pits for long enough. I think what Berger did, and that looks, Schumacher's off. Schumacher's lost time.
Yeah.
Hill goes by.
Oh, out goes Schumacher. The German is out of the Australian Grand Prix, and Damon Hill only has to keep going to be world champion of 1994, but can he keep going? Because he hit Schumacher's car, and if Damon Hill has to retire and you see smoke pouring off the wheel, that will mean that Schumacher will be world champion. What an incredible development. Schumacher gets underneath the protective barrier. Now you can see Damon Hill's right front wheel is canting right over. He's got a puncture in the front left.
Yes, and I think hopefully, no, he's bent his wishbone as well. We can see it on the onboard camera there. He's got a bent left front suspension. But what needs to happen now, clearly Schumacher is out. The question is, can they repair Hill's car? Can he get out? And can he get into the top 6 and get a point? Or get 2 points, in fact. He needs a 5th, but it's not looking good. This, we didn't see what happened. I'd like to see, here we are. Now that we are in the Wakefield, Schumacher turns into the left. He's turning into the left. He gets too sideways. He goes off. Schumacher's made the mistake. He hits the wall. He's damaged his own car. And then he comes back to the left. And then he blocks the inside on the right. Damon is coming in. Now that's bad from Schumacher. Schumacher should have known his car was damaged. Damon had the line. I'm afraid that is a fundamental mistake, I believe, from Michael Schumacher at a real moment of crisis.
And there will be people, of course, who say, as we see this replay of Schumacher going into the wall, that that was a desperate manoeuvre by Schumacher to stop Damon Hill winning the championship. Into the wall he goes. Now, the question is, can Damon Hill get in and have his car repaired? You see the front left wheel is locked up. Now, Nigel Mansell is going to go through in the lead, but he was 54 seconds behind the leaders. Damon, obviously, extremely worried. The question is, how long is it going to take them to repair whatever damage there was? You see, he's been in the pits for about 16 seconds now. And Mansell has gone through, Berger has gone through, Alesi has gone through, Hakkinen has gone through.
And Patrick Head there's looking at that left front wishbone, Hill shaking his head. He knows in his heart of hearts that it is all over. And it really is not his fault. I mean, one can have suggested that perhaps he shouldn't have gone for the inside. But really, I'm afraid, Schumacher should have known that at that point that he'd hit the wall hard enough that he would have damaged it. There is the problem. You see that wishbone? The left rear link of the wishbone there is bent, and I'm afraid there is no way they're going to change that in time or do anything about it to strengthen it for Damon Hill to get out. I really cannot see it. What a desperate, desperate shame.
Yeah.
Now, here's some on board from Damon Hill. Let's have a look. We're into the Westfield bends. Now, let's look for Schumacher. Schumacher there has already had his moment. There he is, bouncing off the right-hand wall. Schumacher deflecting back. Schumacher going wide. Damon seeing him slow. Damon goes for the inside there. And now that really should have been, now look at that. Schumacher cuts across, rides over the wheels. The left rear wheel of Schumacher hits Damon's left front. That should have been Damon's corner, even disregarding anything else in my book.
No responsible team is going to send Damon Hill out with a bent wishbone. They won't be able to replace it. You can tell, even seeing his eyes, how bitterly disappointed he is. The World Championship has literally been torn from his hands. Michael Schumacher doesn't know this, of course. He's standing behind the pit wall, waiting for Damon Hill to come round. But such has been the gap that he must know by now that the Englishman is either in trouble or out. And meantime, as the Williams team discuss with each other what to do, Nigel Mansell, there he is in the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. A lot of people said that he was going to win this race, including, I must say, myself. And he's now on lap 38. He's 3 seconds ahead of Gerhard Berger, who has stopped for tyres. Ferrari are not only second but third, and there they are behind Mansell as Damon Hill retires from the Australian Grand Prix. And the 1994 World Championship has been won, a lot of people will say, by default, by Michael Schumacher, as the Benetton team congratulate each other. They know that their man has won the World Championship, but he doesn't, because he's still stuck behind the wire. Well, an amazing development.